Hi guys, I'm back again for the second part of my, Avengers rant/review. So, we're gonna get straight back into what I was saying. If the best moments of your villain are when your villain is getting owned by your heroes, that's not a very powerful villain. I'm sorry. I will say that Loki is much more interesting as an anti-hero in the remaining 2/3 films he's in. He's a good antagonist in the first Thor film because it's a lot more of a personal conflict between Thor and Loki. And yes, I know he sends a robot in that movie too, but he's directly controlling a robot and it feels personal and intense. In the Avengers, there's just a bunch of Chitauri running around and he's just flying on his little speeder bike in space. It's stupid. And then he gets beat by the Hulk, which is funny, but look, I guess it's supposed to be like, dude, revenge. Like, you want to get revenge on him or something. Like, you do and you don't. It's complicated because if you have an established opinion after the first Thor film, you're gonna feel sorry for him. You're not gonna think he's like evil like the way he is. So it's like you're not gonna have that level of whatever. Now, I will say that there are some different types of villains here, like how Bucky Barnes is basically silent for the entire Winter Soldier, just kind of shows up, and Loki talks a lot. That's literally all he does. He monologues the entire time. Mostly because he's captured. He just monologues, which is cool. It's well written, I will say that much, but I have so many problems with the fact that he's just monologuing. Now, yes, I understand it's one of those psycho. It messes with your psyche. One of those close quarters mental, I'm going to destroy your mental health type of villains, which makes perfect sense for that type of character. But you gotta be able to pack a punch, too. Now, yes, I care about character development more than packing a punch. That's why I hate Thanos. All he does is pack a punch. Or a snap. Or whatever. This is my little song. This is my little Thanos song. My Thanos song. Thanos snapping his infinity gauntlet. It's really fun. He likes it. He's gonna go sit in front of the sunset. Thanos really likes his infinity gauntlet. His gauntlet. Thanos is a big purple meanie, I said. Thanos really should end up dead. Aim for the head. I said, I hate Thanos, but there's not much I can do about it. This is my on-the-spot ad-lib about Thanos. Alright, getting back into the rant here. Hulk smash! Okay, that's my biggest problem with the movie, is how the villain is handled, not the villain himself, who is probably one of my favorite characters in the MCU, aside from Tony Stark, and I cannot say the words Tony Stark. Other than that, the rest of the movie is really dang solid. I mean, Black Widow in her chair. Woo! Except he stole that from Alias, but whatever. Oh my gosh, that movie is a dang thing. Now, one of my favorite scenes as well is kind of when the Havoc breaks loose on the helicarrier. Of course, it's all psychiatric. I could say he's controlling the minds, like with making them argue. Like Loki is doing a lot there on that ship. That's where he's most effective. I won't get into my end battle problems in a minute. Is when he's in close quarters and kind of controlling what's going on. And of course, the Hulk comes out, and everything is like crazy, and then the ship like breaks or whatever, the helicarrier. And I love the part where Tony has to get the blades running. So, that's cool. Hulk and Thor fight, Clint and Natasha fight, Coulson dies, Nick Fury's amazing. It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. I would ship Clintasha if Clint wasn't married. Instead, I ship... I don't even know what you would call it. Steven Nat, bro. Bro. Okay, going back to the video topic. The Avengers. It's a good movie. The Battle of New York. It doesn't work. Here are my two biggest problems with Battle of New York, other than the oversaturated CGI monsters. Just thinking Avatar here. I mean, Avatar like the movie. one is that Loki doesn't actually fight anyone. Now, again, I said I care about character development more than packing a punch, but you have to be able to do both. The best villains have to have some sort of grip on your psyche and also be able to fight in a battle. I understand that some villains are going to be strong in one regard and not the other, which makes perfect sense, but still, it's a problem. He fights Thor, which doesn't make sense because we saw it in the last movie, and it's so stupid for this movie. It worked in the last movie because there was some sort of brotherly tension. He fights Tony, if that counts. He just blasts him out the window, and, like, Tony lives because he's Tony! Like, come on! And he fights Cap toward the beginning of the movie, which is a cool scene, but that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the end battle. Oh boy. Here's my other biggest problem with the Battle of New York. And with a lot of battles in superhero movies. The Chitauri are not people. They're not some sort of entity. They're all robots that are being run on one thing. And the Chitauri get Phantom Menaced, and it sucks. What I mean by getting Phantom Menaced is that the Chitauri all get destroyed by one nuke. Tony sends the nuke in, it destroys their thing, and all of them power down instantly. I'm thinking about a scene in Phantom Menace where Anakin loads the thing up and all the power droids power down instantly. I would think that somebody like Thanos or the Other or even Loki or whoever the heck is powering these things would have some sort of backup system, don't you? That's a problem I have with superheroes. I mean, heck, they do it in Winter Soldier, and I'll get to that in my Winter Soldier review. But, yeah. I have problems with this. But let's end this on a positive note. I want to talk about why that scene is redeemed. So perfect, and why it may be the single best scene in the movie. The scene where he blows things up. Now, I love Tony Stark. I've talked about this before. Tony Stark is just kind of my spirit animal. Like, come on. The entire film, a lot of the characters have been kind of rude and yelling at each other, and that's something we've kind of seen. But Tony Stark, he's always been that arrogant kind of jerk, which is funny, because I think he would have grown up after 2 Iron Man movies, but yeah. I will say, this scene is redeemed by Tony Stark's character arc here. The scene with the nuke and the Chitauri getting Phantom Menaced is redeemed by that character arc. Tony Stark has been an arrogant jerk for most of the movie. And I love the scene where he's talking to Captain America, and Captain America's like, "You're not a threat, but you'd better stop pretending to be a hero." Tony Stark, and he's like, lay on the wire, let them walk over, and he's like, "I just cut the wire." So in other words, he's like, "I'm not willing to sacrifice myself, you dummy," like, ugh. And then the scene at the end, he says, "I've got a nuke coming in." He starts flying, he carries the nuke to the, he's like, I know exactly where to put it, to the Chitauri thing, in one hit, like, just boom. And they're like, it's gonna be a one-way trip. It's like, oh my god. It's just so emotional. The stakes and the way it's filmed, the cinematography, and the entire movie is amazing. But the stakes are so good. They're so high at this point. He's talking to Pepper, and then he gets the nuke in there, and then he just kind of free falls through, and they're trying to close the portal. Like, we're gonna close the portal, we're gonna close the portal, and they close the portal. And he just free falls just in time, and he's just free falling really fast. His suit is out of power, Jarvis is out of power, and you just think, it's the end. And he was willing to sacrifice himself for this, which is just such a good character arc for him at this moment. And then Hulk saves him, and then I love it. Like, they all just think he's dead, like, they're all gathered up, and then Hulk wakes him up, and he's just like all chill. He's like, what the heck just happened? And then he's like all chill about it. He's like, has anybody ever tried shawarma? Like, he's just back to himself. Like, he doesn't let it get him down. And that may be my single favorite scene in the entire film. With the Natasha Loki scene being my second, and no, I don't ship them. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this series. If you liked the video, click like, subscribe to my channel, comment down below what you think, and, or if I'm an idiot. Ring the bell for notifications, and I will see you in the next one, which will probably be a Winter Soldier review, because I need to do that. Bye! So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder, pour the sheets right up the corner of the mattress that you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting older, we ain't ever getting older. Oh, we ain't ever getting older. Get it? The Land Rover? Just the freaking Land Rover. Push lips!